Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm James, and today I would like to share with you an order that I received in the mail the other day. So let's go ahead and open this up and I'll show you what this is. So here is a House of Balsa Chipmunk and a House of Balsa Bonanza, Beechcraft Bonanza. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about these kits and why I purchased them. Okay, so first of all, I did get them on eBay, and what I do is I keep an eye on, RC things like airplanes, kits, and engines and things like that, and I keep an eye on things and I see if I can pick up a good deal. And I didn't go out looking for these kits, but I kind of came across them in my kind of usual kind of searching, and I noticed that somebody was selling these two kits along with some other kits, and I contacted them and I just asked him if they would, if he would kind of consider giving me a deal if I bought two of them, which he did, and it was really nice of him. So he gave me a deal on it, and I decided to go ahead and grab it. And so the reason I wanted these kits was because I had these kits when I was given to me when I was a kid back like in the 1980s. I had a neighbor across the street, and he knew I was flying RC planes, and we'd go out flying once in a while. And one day I was at his house, and he brought these over to me, and he said, "Here, you want these two kits?" Well, I never built them. I never got around to building them, and they ended up in storage, and I had them for quite some time. And then what happened was, when I decided to get kind of back into the hobby, I decided the first thing I would do, I thought, well, you know what I'll do to get back in it, I'll go ahead and I'll build the Chipmunk. And at the same time, I decided I didn't think I was going to build the Bonanza, and I sold it on eBay. And after I sold it, I kind of was kicking myself, thinking, boy, I should have kept that kit because maybe I would build that one. And once in a while, I would think about it, and I think, oh, I wish I had that kit back. So I was lucky. I found both of them again. Now, the first video kind of playlist that I did on my channel was about this Chipmunk. If you look at the first playlist, it's not that great. It's just sort of like a slideshow presentation. I think I have about 5 videos where I just show the construction that I did on the Chipmunk. It's this plane. This was the build that I did. See if I can get it in the camera here. And I realize I don't have like the best shot right now, but this is the kit that I built. And it flies great. It's a great plane. It's powered. This is powered by, I put an OS Max 10 FP in here for the power. And I also made this thing. These are designed to be 2-channel kits or 2-channel planes. And I converted it to a 4-channel because I wanted to have a throttle. And I also wanted to have a steerable tail wheel, which I did in here. So if you're interested in that, you can check that playlist out. Okay, so that's sort of like my history with the kit and kind of why I was looking for it and why I was happy, when I found it. So just a little bit about what these are. So as I mentioned, these are House of Balsa, and House of Balsa, the company is still around. If you can find it, you can go to their website, and back again when I started flying back like in the kind of early 80s, 1980s, it was a popular brand that you could pick up at your hobby store and such. And they also, I don't know how it worked out or what the relationship is, but House of Balsa also sells the Zap product line for the CA glues, and that was the glues that I always use were the Zap CAs and the related products to that. So if you go to their website, they actually still sell the Zap CA, and they also sell a few other things there like fly fishing stuff, and I think they have a couple other kind of random things, but they don't sell planes anymore. So as far as I know, you can't buy these kits brand new, from a company anymore, but they are available, and they do come up a lot on eBay in different conditions. All right, so again, these are half A sport standoff scale 2-channel kits, and usually 1.5 A you're talking about a power like an engine that's run like here's an 049, probably an 051. So this is a standoff scale. which means that it's not going to be like a true scale. It's basically a standoff scale means that if you are standing at a certain distance away, I don't know what it would be, it could be 10, 20 feet depending on if it's in a contest or something like that. At a standoff scale means if you stand away from it, it looks like a scale plane, but it's not. When you get close to it, you see that it doesn't have all the scale features that you would see like in a true scale airplane. It's 2-channel. As I mentioned, both these are 2-channel, so they're designed to basically have aileron control and elevator control, and those are your main ways of controlling the airplane. This plane has a V-tail, which is interesting. That's another reason why I wanted it to take this kit back, because I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a V-tail, and it has the tricycle landing gear, whereas this just has the 2 tail dragger landing gear setup. So these kits were designed by Fred Reese. Now I don't know a whole heck of a lot about Fred Reese, but he was involved with a lot of designing of RC plane kits and RC plane plans, and he produced a lot of plans that were available in RC magazines. Back in the day, you would get an RC plane magazine, and you can purchase plans from the magazines. And he produced developed a lot of the plans that were sold in those magazines. From my understanding, House of Balsa was a company that was started by Fred Reese's a friend of his, and Fred Reese was then hired by his friend, or basically in partnership with his friend, to do a lot of the designs. And these kits were designed, I think, in 1977. All right, so that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing these, and stay tuned. And like I said, in upcoming videos, we'll take a look inside the box of each one of these, and we'll check them out.